Madeline Beaver, and today we will be creating a pendulum painting for 3rd graders based on the unit Motion and Stability with the lesson topic Forces and Interactions. So the central focus of this learning segment is to make observations of an object's motion to provide evidence that a pattern can be used to predict future motion. Students are able to practice planning and carrying out investigations to reach 2 goals: to systematically describe the world, and 2, to develop and test theories and explanations of how the world works. In the anticipatory set, I will first introduce motion and patterns. We will discuss Newton's first law of motion and that patterns in the natural and human world designed can be observed, used to describe phenomena, and used as evidence. Students will watch this video of Patterns of Motion and Friction by Generation Genius.
Whoa, how did you know that?
I made a similar model in 4th grade for my science fair. Came in 1st place. No big deal.
What makes the pendulum swing like that?
It has to do with patterns of motion. I'm Dr. Jeff Binnicker, and today we're going to explore patterns of motion and friction. We'll learn about the different types of motion, how patterns of motion can be used to predict the future, and how motion is affected by friction.
Students will then watch this video from Smithsonian Science Education Center about around and around, back and forth, patterns of motion. With this video, students can start brainstorming different ways that things move to be able to predict what will happen with their pendulum painting. After a bit of a discussion, students will then receive their pendulum painting experiment worksheets. This worksheet includes scientific questions for the student to answer before they complete the experiment. The questions include what might the paper look like after uncovering the hole on the bottom of the cup and releasing it at a slight curve? What might happen if the cup is released from a different angle? What pattern do you think the pendulum will create? This will get students to start thinking critically. They will be working on these questions individually, so they each have their own ideas on what will happen with this experiment. When it is time to create the actual experiment, students will then also draw what they think their experiment will look like. Again, so this gets students to start thinking critically about what it means about having a pattern of motion and predicting what one can be in the future. Then, students will go into groups and actually complete the experiment themselves. At each student station, there will be a pendulum already set up, with paper provided for each student to create their own pendulum painting. Washable paints will be provided, and students can pick their favorite color to put in the pendulum to create their painting. So the first student will pick the colors of their choosing. In this case, I'm going to pick pink, blue, and yellow. Pour the paint in. I'm gonna alternate. And again, this is kind of an experiment, so kids are just playing around, having fun, creating something that they're not sure exactly what they're creating yet. Alright. Add a little bit more of that. Alright. So now, there's a piece of painter's tape located underneath this cup. The student will take their pendulum and give it a little push in the direction of their choosing. Another student may take the pendulum over here and push it this way. seeing what kind of painting they will create. Each pendulum painting will turn out different from one another, but as you can see, the designs left are all very symmetrical. This is a predictable pattern that will happen over and over again. No matter which way you go, it will just look slightly different. And there you have it, another final product. After completing their experiment, students will then draw what their experiment actually ended up looking like. Students will be working on these in groups, so they have additional supports in answering the questions, reading the questions, and understanding what happened, so they're able to learn. Students will then answer the same questions that they answered before the experiment, but after, with the actual results of what ended up happening and what they observed. Again, students will be answering these questions with their group members to support in answering the questions. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed creating a pendulum painting with me.